Hello my lovelies and welcome to my channel. So this is my first makeup video. Not really gonna do anything too crazy. I think really what I want to do is just a nice natural kind of natural tones on my eyes. Maybe like a fun wing, something like that. So just to kind of dive right into what I've got set out right now, I took out a couple of palettes that I want to use today. I'm not gonna do like a full face, I don't think, anyway. We'll see how long the eyes take. Eyes kind of take me a little while because I blend a lot. This video probably won't be edited. I'm still learning how to edit. And so probably won't edit it, probably just kind of be straight through, but we'll see. But I am learning how to edit, and future videos I will edit them, so just kind of keep that in mind. I'll kind of trim out some of the stuff, you know, make the blending a lot faster, because blending is important and I take my time with it, and I don't think you want to hang out and just watch me blend for an hour and a half. So first I'm just going to show you this primer that I got. I really like it. It's I'm probably not going to pronounce it right, but Ilamasca. Anyway, it's Hydra Veil, and this stuff is actually really interesting. I think it here we go. It has like a jello-like consistency, which is a little weird, but I'll kind of show you. You can kind of jiggle it. I like this stuff as a primer on my face. I did already moisturize using my Purely's, I think it's pronounced, Watermelon Aqua Balm. I always start with my eyes, and I know a lot of people kind of use guards. I have guards, I do use them sometimes, but for this I'm not going in real heavy, so I don't think I'm really gonna need guards. I do have to buy a new makeup brush organizer because this is what all my makeup brushes are in, and it's pathetic. I have far too many brushes for this bag, but that's a work in progress. So one of the brushes that I'm gonna start out with, I'm gonna find here real quick. Probably should have did that before I started the video, but we live and learn, we learn, right? Live and learn. I'm gonna start in my crease. I always like to either start occasionally right here. Most of the time I like to start in my crease. I learned that starting in your crease and then building up and outward makes it a much better smoky. We are gonna go ahead and start with this brush. I do have to wash my brushes this week. They're not really dirty, but it is time to wash them. So for those of you who don't know, I am blind as a bat. And my eyes water really bad when I put my contacts in, so I can't really put them in after I do makeup, and I don't like to put them in before I do makeup because my eyes dry out for some reason. They're either way wet or they're way dry. Since I'm kind of doing a little bit of a smoky, I am going to put a little bit of a transition shade, and I'm actually using my blood sugar right now. I really love blood sugar for natural colors, just because there's so many browns, and if you want to get crazy, there's reds, there's purples, there's pinks, and there's golds, but these browns and then these lighter like tan shades here, I think are beautiful transition shades. I absolutely love them. Before I do that, I do have some primer, concealer to put on the lid before you start the eyeshadow. Usually I use primer, or I'll use I have this really good Tarte, I don't know what it's called, Tarte something tape. I can't find it at the moment. And if, heads up, if my eyes go all wonky, it's fine. They'll go back. Anytime I take my glasses off and I'm not really focusing on something, my eyes wander. So don't laugh at me, or if you do, laugh with me. I really like this NARS concealer. I've recently gotten this. It's Radiant Creamy Concealer. This one is in shade Light 2.3 Madeline. I believe this is one shade too dark for me, so I am going to be going to Sephora to exchange it out. I've only used it a very few times since I got it, so you know, they'll exchange it for me. If they don't, I mean, really, it's going to suck to be me, because this stuff is $30 for this little tube, but it is worth it. I absolutely love this concealer. And I'm going to use that instead of my usual primer that I use. I'm going to use this today though. I always either prime or conceal here before I apply it. I've heard some makeups with high pigments, I've heard that it can sometimes irritate your skin. So I'm just using my Sephora concealer brush. I actually bought this on sale, which was great. I stalk Sephora and their website and look for deals, look for sales. That's how I got my Kat Von D Alchemist palette. I got a really good deal on that one, so that was wonderful. But I just kind of keep my eye out and look. I also pulled out the my Mini Controversy palette, mostly because the natural looks that I'm doing today. This is a really, really nice transition shade. It's really just, I don't know, it's wonderful. And I also really like this Diet Root Beer color. This color is really nice for natural looks as well. But I'm gonna kind of start out with the Blood Sugar palette because I want to add this color, Sugarcane. I'm gonna put Sugarcane on first, and I'm just gonna kind of blend it around up here, kind of give me something to work with when I do start working some more natural colors in there, like the browns that I'm gonna use. I just recently started doing brows, and I gotta say, I'm kind of impressing myself. My daughter likes to talk smack and say that I don't know how to do brows, but she's 15. What does she know? No, she doesn't like colored in brows. She likes some natural, so I can't blame her. You can kind of just see I'm blending, and I go in multiple times and just slowly add color. Always get rid of the fallout, and then I just slowly build up the color. When I was younger and I started to do makeup, I was very impatient. I was just, get the color on, get it done. Now, as I've learned a little bit more, I've learned it's about building and blending. Building and blending. And this brush is just a blending brush. I actually got this one from Ipsy. It's an L34 Blend Beauty. I really like this brush for blending because it's so fluffy. And now it may seem like you kind of can't see that color. You kind of can, you kind of can't. Really, this is gonna, as I blend other colors in, this is gonna help me prevent from having harsh lines. So I'm gonna take my next brush next. This is a Luxie 239 Precision Shader. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's a precision shader. I really like this brush because it is fluffy, it moves makeup around nicely, but it's also got this really precise tip, which I like, because I can pack the pigment into my crease and then use blenders to blend it out, which is what we want to do. What I'll do is I'm going to start with the color Ouch in the Blood Sugar palette. I always little tap tap to get rid of my fallout, and then I'm gonna go, it's hard to see in this camera, so I'm gonna kind of make it so you can make funny faces in the camera. That's what I do. No, I'm gonna add a little bit of color into my crease, really get it in there, really get it into the crease. See here. And I kind of do it in a little bit of a packing motion, a slow, gentle pack. And I always start over here because I want to get it in my crease and just kind of pull it over, but not all the way. I don't want to go all the way to my eye. So, and if you get some on your lid, that is not a big deal because I'm going to go over that and change the colors on my lid. And just kind of play around and kind of warp the color a little bit, I guess you could say. But you can already see I got a little bit of pigment in my crease. Then I'm going to go back in with my blending brush and just kind of move it around. Just blend it around. Just kind of move it around. Kind of pull it up a little. And when I'm blending, I always kind of go in circular motions and then I'll go back and forth just to kind of move it the way I want to move it. And you'll see I got a little bit in there, but I want to kind of bring it up a little bit. And like I said, with makeup, it's all about building up your color. Don't rush into it. Don't try and pack a bunch in. Add it slowly. Build it up. Nice and slowly. I'm a little clumsy with my brushes, especially in this weird position that I'm in, because like I said, I really can't see well without my glasses. So I kind of have to bring everything in real close to my face when I'm doing my makeup. It is very annoying when I'm doing eyeliner because it is just, it's hard because I got something this close to my face when I'm doing my eyeliner. So I'm like, you know, a little awkward, but we get it done. And I'll just add a little bit more. I don't know how long this video is gonna be. I really hope it's not, I don't take as long making this video as I do just put my makeup on a regular basis. I'm gonna have Alexa play some music, I think. Alexa, play Jesse's Top 500 playlist. And I gotta shuffle it because I have a lot of AC/DC on there and we'll literally hear nothing but AC/DC for like the next hour. Alexa, shuffle. Turn it on shuffle mode. My mama says I have an old soul. I'm back to that blending brush. Just moving it around here. Girl's got rhythm. She's got the backseat rhythm. That means the naughty rhythm. I have to call my best friend here in a little bit. I hope she's not at work. I missed her phone call last night because I was sleeping early. Still stuck at home, you know, with this broken leg. I did get out for a little bit yesterday though. Had to go to the orthodontist with my daughter and I had to take her because husband was stuck at work. So I've only driven twice since I broke my leg. Once was to take my husband to the dentist because he was going to the oral surgeon and he had to have a ride. And we don't know anybody where we live. We just know our employees and they do enough for us. So, yeah. I went ahead and gave him a ride to that. That was interesting. It was my first time driving. I wasn't able to take a pain pill that morning because obviously I was going to be driving. So I was in a little bit of pain, but we got through it. Backseat rhythm. A girl's got a rhythm. Yeah. And I want to go kind of just drag it around. And then I am really, really bad at holding my face back. Like when I'm doing a half cut crease, you're supposed to pull back and tighten things out. I don't know why, it's such a simple thing. Pull your face back. I suck at it, but whatever. Long and weary, I'm gonna take a little bit of this Diet Root Beer to kind of give it a little bit of like dimension with some other shades of that brown. Kind of lifting my eyebrow up a little to really get in that crease. Kind of packing it in there. Really gonna pack it in this time, okay? Really gonna pack it in. I collected a lot more shadow this time because I really want to add a deeper depth to the color. Alright. Now, I'm gonna put my glasses on for a sec because I can't see. I'm blind. Another brush that I really love for blending are these Farrah brushes. Farrah. This one is a 3 mini tapered blending. I love mini tapered blending brushes. But I'm gonna use intravenous here to darken my outer corners. And the brush that I'm gonna use to do that is You're Blowing Wind, I Am the Lightning. So for that, I want something very precise. I think I'm gonna use this, I don't even know how to pronounce this, but Schmissy Glam, I don't know. Anyway, this is just says eyeshadow brush N15. Another one with kind of comes to a little bit of a point, a little bit, but not too much. And I'm gonna grab up some intravenous. And I'm just gonna kind of pack it into the corner here a little bit. Very, very gently in the outer corner is what I do to start out with. Otherwise, I just end up looking ridiculous and having way too far dark of inner corners, so. And I'm gonna blend it, so, you know, it may look kind of crazy now. I tell everybody, even my daughter, as I'm doing makeup, ooh, I love this song, that don't ever judge me until you see the final product. Because I may do things a little unconventionally. I watch a lot of tutorials. I really do. And they've really helped me improve my techniques. They've taught me some new techniques. I used to blend all wrong. I can tell you that much. I was not doing it right. So I'm kind of, you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just blending it up and out, blending it into that transition shade that I threw up there to begin with. See how it's really nice and blended. It's not, you don't really see a lot of harsh lines. You may see a couple here and there. Again, I'm not done yet. I gotta blend, but you can kind of see this side needs a little bit more though. I'm actually kind of excited for this Sunday, for the Super Bowl. My husband is a huge Chiefs fan. Has been his whole life. So football is kind of life in our house with my husband. Let me see. Oh, that's not bad. I got I got a shadow, so I can't really see, but let's see. So far I have blended it out really nicely, I think, so far. You got your transition color up here. And then once I think I'm fairly close to being done with blending, I'll go in with a little extra transition shade. I think I'm actually gonna use Cry on My Couch instead of going back into the sugarcane. Really, I'm just gonna go up here to the top and make sure I have no harsh lines, kind of blend out the edges. Blend those edges, baby, blend those edges. Pow, 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 blend those edges. And I will not judge you if you fast forward through a lot of this blending once you've basically washed it and you're like, all right, bitch, I got it. I don't need you to help me anymore with the blending part. I do want to maybe take a little bit more intravenous. Actually, I'm not gonna use this brush. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this brush actually with intravenous. Get rid of the excess. And I'm just gonna add it down here to darken that corner up just a little tiny bit more. All right, I'm gonna find a nice matte light color to put here just to make them pop real loud. I think I'm gonna use this Glucose. It's a really white, but if it's too light, I can always go in with some like sugar cane or something over the top of it. But I want to see how this looks first. Now, a lot of times I'll do a half cut crease. I'll actually do that in a video soon. I'll do a half cut crease. Right now, I'm not really looking for that intense, super intense, like, I want it to be subtle for this look. Okay, so I'm actually, this is called a Fly Wings brush by Farrah, but I really like it for getting in these small areas right here. I think it works really well. Hell to the wall. See here, I'm gonna very gently, sometimes take my finger and just move it around. And when I'm done, I might even go in with a little bit more of that intravenous color and just make sure it's blended evenly. No mercy from the edge of the blade. Some more Glucose. And this Glucose, I'll show you. It's a really far corner here. Really white color. Like, it's intense white. But since I didn't do a cut crease, or half cut crease for that matter, it's just very subtle and I like it. All right, so I got that kind of laid down. You can see here, I'm actually gonna add a little bit more intravenous and then blend it a little bit better. So back in with the intravenous. And I'm just making sure that it's to the side. And then I'm gonna blend them, okay? Big difference from that eye to that guy. That eye. That guy to that guy. It's just a guy. 'Cause I wrote a vow for you. So I was just gonna go with a quick like pen eyeliner, but I want to show you this stuff first. I really like this stuff. The Suva, I might be pronouncing it wrong, but it's called Grease Matte Hydra Liner. I really like it. It lasts a long time. I've had this for like 4 months and I've barely used any of it. See? It goes really far. And I came with a special brush. I actually got an extra one for this as well, just because I wanted it to be precise. You know, when you have a wing, you want it to be real precise. And I thought that this brush looked interesting because it kind of curves, but it is interesting. I don't normally use it with a Suva though. I usually use it with a liquid lip if I'm trying to make a fun liner out of a liquid lip. But as you can see, it's kind of not as pointy as I'd like it. So, but the Suva brush that came with it, oh buddy. Now this thing is skinny. Skinny as I dreamed to be. No. But I'll show you. This brush is like nuts how fine it is. It is a hydrogel, so you have to add a liquid to it to activate it. I don't add the liquid straight to it. I don't like that. I put a little bit of liquid in the cap, and I used to use water. However, I read and watched and or heard, whatever, through the grapevine, that if you use a setting spray instead of a water, your liner won't smudge. Oh, never thought about that, but it's brilliant and it's genius, and I love whoever thought of it. So I didn't use my super good setting spray because it's like a continuous mist and it's my favorite, and I don't want to run out soon because it's a little on the pricier side, but it's amazing. So I used just this Milani Make It Last matte finish. Plus it gives it a matte finish on the eyeliner, which is really pretty. So I have to take my brush, get it wet in here a little bit, get it wet, dirty. And then we're back to the A's, to Aerosmith. So then just kind of get your hydrogel wet. I like to get it wet in the middle and go in circles because I just collect a lot of freaking color. This is the moment of truth. Every time, I swear to God, every time I get my makeup done or about done and I go to put eyeliner on, I mess it up. And it infuriates me. I notice I always get this side perfect, this side wrong. So I've recently switched, starting over here, then doing over here. So what I'm gonna do the left one first, and then I'll come do the right one on camera and show you what I did. Just because the left one is so hard for me, I don't want to mess it up just because I'm busy chit-chatting. Now I am waiting on new falsies to come in. I don't normally wear falsies because I wear glasses. I recently read that all you gotta do is trim them. Like, how the hell did I not know this simple stuff? But I'm waiting on a new pair of falsies to come in that I can kind of tweak and play with. And find, you know, just kind of a length that won't brush up against my glasses every time I blink. Ooh, yeah! That's what just every time I hear Steve tell me, ah! We want to get it even. So I kind of look and eyeball the other one. Looks like it's painted pretty much pointing towards my brow, the far corner of my brow. And what I say, when you're doing eyeliner, start thin. You can always build up a little bit more if you have to, but if you put too much or too thick on, there we go. It's really hard to take it back off and start over without screwing up your eyeshadow. So I can say that I do not have the steady hands of a surgeon. It's a good thing I'm not a surgeon, because y'all would not last very long. I kind of put it down and I drag it. Misery. You better quit it. I love this song. I love rock and roll fantasy. Alexa, volume up. Woman, it's all part of my fantasy. To see the crowd dancing in the aisles and singing out loud. Singing out loud. Now I'm just going back in and filling it in. Your mama's calling, but you're having fun. Put your hands together now and sing it out loud. So now I'm gonna go in and compare them. And at first glance, I think I got a little bit more length on this one. So like I said, always start smaller. It's very gently. Do what you need to do, baby. Much better. I have no rhythm. I have no rhythm. Don't look at me like that. One hand on. Get down to yourself. I love this because it has a stamp for my lazy days. It's not one of those days. But I do like the pen side. I really like the pen side. But I have a BoxyCharm coming in hopefully the next 20 days. I haven't gotten an email yet that it's processed and shipped, but it's coming. We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do my Ipsy Plus, and then we're gonna compare the two. Freaking like play with some of the stuff in it. I love Ipsy Plus. This is my first time doing BoxyCharm now. What I'm doing is I'm just going over it now. I love my eyeliner black as black. Like I want it black, I want it matte, and I want it pointy. See? Oh, I love this song. Obviously it's my top playlist. But I'm just going over the gel liner with that to really blacken it out. Like, look at that. My husband's texting me naughty things right now. Just saw a naughty text message, you pervert. I got you. I got you. I got you. Just a little bit more. Really blacken it out. And same over here. Full of death, reading how we'll die alone. Lay to rest. Really darken it out. Black, like, I love it. Whoa. Like a stone. I'm not gonna do a full face just because y'all don't got time for that. Let me pull out some mascara. And then I'm gonna still do a couple of fun things. I really like using, so I have this Pixie by Petra. I don't know if y'all have seen it, but it's rose gold, like soft eye pencil, eye crayon. And I love it. It's kind of shimmery, just gives a really pretty look, and I really like it. Oh, look what I just found. Primer. Son of a whore. The wine was bad. I always open my mouth like a weirdo when I do mascara. Because I'm a creep. I know these are brow tools. I never use them as brow tools. I literally only use this because I have brow tools, other better brow tools. I do like to go through and just get my clumps out though. Out of my mascara, just because I don't like clumpy mascara. I am gonna go under my eye a little bit really quick here and just kind of add a little bit of color under and smoke it out. So I'm gonna use a small, I had it out here, here it is, small brush, and then another for blending. So I got this honestly, I don't even know if this brush has a name. I've had it forever, but I love how small it is. And then I'm gonna take this brush, which is another Farrah brush. I got the whole set in my Ipsy Plus box like 4 or 5 months ago, and it's really nice. And I'm actually gonna take the lighter shade in Blood Sugar, ouch, and I'm gonna put that one under the eye. So I wanna get it real close. That I give you credit for. I had to call my best friend because I passed out last night way too early because I was in a lot of pain. My leg hurt a lot, so I had to take a pain pill. It's kind of nice though. I'm actually down to only taking them at bedtime, which is nice. When it first happened, I was taking them as soon as my 6 hours was up. Like, 6 hours is up, time for one. Give it to me now, I hurt. Now, it's not so bad. Now that I've had my surgery and things are starting to heal, it doesn't hurt so bad anymore. Just nighttime when I'm trying to get comfortable to fall asleep. Do 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 do. I'm gonna take this, and I'm gonna take the original color that I used to transition with, which was the sugar cane. It's very lightly dab, dab, dab. And then I'm gonna take it out underneath. Then I'm gonna smoke out this line. I don't want this line to be harsh at all. I want it very smoky and just blend it around. Don't worry about me, I'm just talking to the specter in the house. See? Smoked, not bright, not intense. I like it. This is what I'm gonna use under the eye. Is that Pixie by Petra pencil that I was talking about. I'm gonna use it on my waterline. I really like this on the waterline. It just is shiny and beautiful. Like, it's not like intense at all. Like if I was to put black on there, it'd be so dark and so intense. But this rose gold, I think, is gonna look wonderful. Oh yeah. And it's like iridescent. It's like a iridescent rose gold. It's insane. I love it. I'm gonna put some mirror mascara underneath, and then I'm gonna add some highlight to the corner of my eye. All right. So, eyes are done. I'm gonna throw a skoosh, a skoosh of concealer. That's another concealer brush, but oh, I love base set. This one I really like, the Sephora one, just because it's got that like point. It's very precise. No one understands. I love this song. What it's like. I'm not trying to do a full face, but I wouldn't mind concealing these monster bags. It's up to me in the heart on my sleeve. No one understands. And I'm really just working that in, blending it out. And anytime I do a full coverage or like, yeah, full coverage foundation, it covers up all of my freckles. I really like medium coverage foundations because I like to retain a little bit of that freckle. I got your cue right here. All right. I am gonna highlight my brow because, I mean, isn't eye makeup really a finished look until you highlight your brow? I'll use Platinum Ice Pro Palette, Skin Frost Pro Palette. I really like liquid highlighters too. I don't have a Jeffree liquid highlighter yet though. I need to get one. I really like the one, I think it's called Peach Goddess or something like that. It looks so pretty. I really want that one. But I bought the palette to begin with. Come on, flat toppy, go. Grooving up slowly. This is my karaoke song, y'all. Holy roller. All right. I like this Luxie 140 detailed tapered blender. You can see it's super tapered. And it's nice and firm, like it doesn't move around on you too much, but it's super soft. I'm gonna use the color He Got Told You. Oh, I love this palette. I don't know if y'all have seen this palette, but it's so pretty. This Alien Ice is insane. Anytime I use greens, I have to use Alien Ice. Like, it's insane. Anytime I use oranges and yellows, this Canary Bling is like the way to go. I really like the lavender colors. Lavender doesn't look as good on me. I think it's just my skin tone. I'll use it if I'm doing some interesting lavender colors. But for the most part, I kind of don't really use that too much just because my skin is so freaking light. I'm like transparent. All right. I always add highlighter under the brow. Even though I didn't do my brows, we're gonna ignore that today. And I'm gonna put it in my inner corners. When I highlight, I try not to go too crazy because I don't want to look shiny or like fake. I guess I don't know how to explain it, but I love highlighter. If I could slather myself in this and just walk around like a bright alien all day, I totally would. I always do my brow, tip of my nose, my arches on my brows, corner of my eye, and my little Cupid's bow. I think I have a pretty nice Cupid's bow. It's very defined. I just don't have a big top lip, so I'm considering. I have a nice bottom lip, I think, but I have a small top lip. I've been thinking about trying some of those little things you put your lips in, and you suck. It's supposed to fatten your lip up. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if I trust myself with something like that. I'm reckless. And then finally, like I said, I'm not doing a full face, but you can't have winged eyeliner and like all this going on without a little bit of lip color. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of lip color on. I'm not even gonna layer it and contour it like I usually do. I'll do that in another video when I do a full face. But since we got this poppin', like wing here and neutral colors, I love a red lip. And I think it'll look good with what we got going on. I really like to lay down a liquid lip and then add another color in the middle. Not too far off, but similar color in the middle for an to make an ombre effect. That's my favorite. And we'll show you how to do that in one of the upcoming videos if you don't already know how. A drag. Now your mom threw away. All right, there you go. Kind of show you a little bit here what we did. Bye. Hope y'all liked my video. It's the first one, so please don't judge me. And then I don't know. I'm thinking I usually post this on my social media, and I take suggestions. So if you have a suggestion, a palette that I have you want me to try on camera, or a product even that you want me to try, I am waiting on the Il Makiage foundation that's all over Facebook to come in. So we'll be trying that. Also waiting on magnetic falsies, which I'm pretty excited for because, like I said, I am so bad at putting on falsies. So I'm really interested to see how the magnetics work. Till next time, lovelies.